Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Jupiter in the building. You got Thor in the building. You got Zeus in the building. And I'm just saying that because, Thor, Jupiter, Thor, Saturn. Saturn? I don't know. Oh man, today, the past 2-3 days has been a little bit of a positive and like explorative roller coaster. Like, it's weird. Been opening it up to new opportunities, and then I got a whole lot of different let's say responses to my opportunities, just based off because I don't know how to keep my damn mouth shut. I'm at a point now in my life where, like, even when people do like or say negative things based on what I want to do or I'm trying to do, I don't get mad at them for it, because most people's minds is fixed on what they believe is true. And if their mind is fixed on that, then why should I allow my peace to be disrupted because of their mindset? I feel like you gotta roll with the punches. Damn, this shit hard. Bro, look, this is in a smoothie. This is in it. We got watermelon, banana, peanut butter, cassava, chai, and then you got honey, a scoop of L-theanine, which is a mental clarity powder that is from plants, and then some almond milk and coconut water, and then some ice. This right here, boy, this shit fire. What's name gonna have to let me give them a recipe, Planet Fitness, and I just gained like a little 35% off that, Yeah, man. This top is the worst. It's not the best top. Today's video, if you take a look at the thumbnail of this video, it is a person sitting on a chain, and they're chained to a huge boulder that is perfectionism. Is that water from Africa? This is a smoothie. That's a good one though. You almost had me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's real close. You almost had me, but this is not water from Africa. This is a smoothie. My tiny universe. What's up? How can we make the universe a little bit bigger? How can we do that? What's up, everybody in the building? What's up? We're finna talk about how perfect you are. You just forgot how to be perfect. We're finna talk about it. Perfectionism, we finna kill that ideology right now. We finna kill the negative connotations of perfectionism, because the moment people start putting aspects on something that is good, that is aligned with glory and success, a lot of people shun it because they either don't understand it or they don't understand it. Excuse me. So you have gotten sick from that water from Africa. No, I have not gotten sick from the water from Africa. Thank you, My Tiny Universe, for saying I love your videos. I appreciate that. I'd also appreciate if you like the live right now. You could just double tap the screen. I did not get sick from any water. I'm not sick at all. I'm actually very much healthy. I could be healthier for sure. However, this smoothie right here, fire, straight up fire. I think peanut butter is like one of the most best like smoothie add-ons, bro. Hello, Elevation. You seem like a smart fella, but I can't stay long. I don't know what that means. Has been summoned, so I have to stop him before he destroys a city or two. The number one word of the Galactic Federation. All right. Well, I pray you make it back live. I don't know. Wait. I know probably when I take these shrooms and get into meditation, I'm probably gonna see exactly what you talking about. Cause what? First off, who comes up with a name? Number one worker of the Galactic Federation, if you're not that. Like the name you put as yourself is what you see yourself as, bro. Like that's how it is, bro. That's how it is, bro. Sorry, I was just checking in on you. I will be furious or not if I be furious. You will be furious or not when I abuse you. Huh? What is wrong with y'all people today? You have a good mindset, sir. I love you. What is going on? What is happening in this world? See, this is what happens when you say a deity to start off the video. You get random shit being typed out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? If you're watching this after, you know what I'm saying, and you coming back, go to the comments and click live chat and just read what the fuck I'm responding to. Like, it's hilarious. I wish I could donate to you, but I can't. You will be shortly. I think I got to get to a couple more subscribers before I get to that point. So do me a favor, even though if you can't donate, just leave a like on the video, subscribe, and send this live stream to at least 3 people who you know will actually listen. I'm not just going to be like, send it to 3 people you know now. No, send it to 3 people who you know will actually want to listen. Because we're about to break down perfectionism in a way that allows you to recognize you're perfect just the way you are. You just need to embrace who you are. So we're going to tap into that. I'm just giving people a little bit more time to come in here. As I sit here, you know what I'm saying? How y'all think about the braids, though? What y'all think? Y'all rocking with it? Y'all rocking with it? You know what I'm saying? You right? You know what I'm saying? I started to realize my good side. Like, this is my good side. This side, I like this side, but this is my good side. It's like if I was to do modeling, I feel like I gotta look this way is my side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do a little side this way. But then if I go this way, I gotta do like a facial expression. When I go this way, I gotta be like on some shit. I don't know. Figuring it out. For those who's here, thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone that's being here right now. Let me ask you a question for those who's here. What does perfectionism mean to you? Comment down below. I'm taking a break from my work right now, but after I beat Chahulu, let's go with Thuhulu. All right, TH. That's his name. TH. When after I need to stop between the war to Oak Lords, they are discussing borders and they are both drama queens. What the fuck is going on right now? I think I'm at a point where, like, it's either between people are trolling in my life or they're giving me codes in my life. Like, it's in between. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm in the bridge of in between of this shit. Cause I know, but I don't know. But do I want to know? Or is it like I already know, but I forgot what I known? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of them. All right, so we finna get into the video. We 8 minutes in. I'm enjoying this smoothie. I'm enjoying this time. So look, you are already perfect. Let me tell you why. Perfect has 2 words in it. Perfect has person and effect. Perfect, simply said, is a person that is affecting life. All right? We as people have seen what we can attach perfection to is to something that's complete and it has an emotional attachment to it to make you feel like that is so good, so amazing. That's what perfect makes you feel. However, taking away the attachment to perfect to an item, perfect as a word simply means a person that is affecting life. So here's the thing with perfectionism. Something perfect will be the God of perfection. He's pretty nice and he has a big ego though. But I'm gonna drink tea with him so he doesn't destroy the universe. And then he put E23V. Okay, this is getting real. You're right though. I like that. I like that explanation. Something perfect will be the God of perfection. He's pretty nice. He has a big ego though. I'm gonna drink tea with him so he doesn't destroy the universe. Cool. What type of tea y'all drinking? Since you saying that, what type of tea y'all drinking? Now we're going through the first part of this because like this channel is called Elevate the Convo. My name is not Elevate the Convo. No, my name is Jared Cinco. The channel was called Elevate the Convo because I am here to have a conversation about things I've learned in life and putting it into an aspect we can evolve in the conversation. Rather it's by 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, it doesn't matter. As long as we get to a greater understanding of the topic at hand. And today is perfection. The thumbnail I sent in that I have in this, which I will put on the screen in a moment. Can I zoom it out? Nope. Okay. Okay, so there's a person over there. This chain is connected to a person. This boulder is perfectionism. We're gonna break this down real quick, and I'm gonna use this as a background just so we stay focused on it, right? People, which is the person off the screen. You can't see it because it's in landscape, it's not in portrait. The person off the screen is stuck being chained to the idea of what they believe is something without flaw. However, things that have a natural flaw to it is perfect the way it is. For instance, a car can be clean. A car can have no mechanical problems. However, it can have like one little baby chip inside the car, one little scratch on the radio, one little smidge somewhere. There's always something that stops something from being exactly pristine, 100% great. Excuse me. And I'm bringing this up with the aspect of this is because as people, the picture of that person is completely dark. So let's go with the shadow of who we are is chained to what we feel needs to not have no type of problems. Problems is what ends up making you the person who you are, because it's how you advance past these problems. Think about it. Every issue that you go through is at a certain vibration, a certain tone, a certain vibe, a certain difficulty. When you are addressing that problem with the same difficulty that it is in, you're not really going to get past it. When you go to that problem with a higher way of thinking, a higher way of understanding yourself and the problem, you will then gain the answers to solve the problem. A lot of us try to solve problems by utilizing the past to solve that problem. When we take away trying to adjust from utilizing the past, it makes the chains that is connected to perfectionism stronger. I may have said that wrong. Let me revamp that. When you stop utilizing the past to give you answers, then you will start to be present in the now. And these chains won't be connected to a boulder that keeps you stuck. These chains will be a way you can chain frequencies, chain thoughts, chain ideas together to give you the weightless effect of handling your problems with the tools that's presented to you. All right. So let me read what this person is saying. I don't know Perfect T maybe, but I don't know Perfect T maybe because he's a god of perfection. It's pretty ironic because he's not perfect at all. That egotistical bastard. I got to go. I hope he favors you so he doesn't. Anyway, bye, dude. You got yourself a new subscriber. All right, cool. Ding. Wow. Okay. #1 worker of the Galactic Federation. That's a hell of a name there, and your whole existence being a part of this live is very interesting. So now that we've broken down this, all right, we broken down the chain that is connected to the person you can't see, because the person you can't see is your shadow. Our shadows is connected to this chain of perfectionism because we think we need to be perfect to live the life we want to live. You know, stay on one job, stay on one path, you know, not try to veer off the plan that you have for yourself, you know, taking only one viewpoint and running with that. You see how this is one chain? What if this is just the physical chain we can see, but that shadow also has chains that's in other frequencies that we can't fathom in this picture because this is just what the picture is providing to us. So I want to give you a better understanding of why being the person that you are is perfect already. You just need to do things that makes your reality turn its affection towards you to a different vibration. All right, so let's tap into it. Person, being, how you are being. Personality, what you do with your being. Affects, how your being is doing and how it affects your reality, because your reality is a what? Reflection of you. Now, here's one thing that I've learned when it comes to that exact sentence. Your reality is a reflection of you. Your reality isn't always technically a reflection of your actions. It's more of a reflection of the things that's inside of you. Now, I was in a podcast episode, high as fuck, by the way. God damn, I was high. I'm definitely gonna cut some of that stuff. But in the podcast that I work on as a producer and engineer, I edited and recorded, filming, and all that stuff. I had said in the podcast that there's a certain group of people who are the ignorant child of the universe. Me being black, and you understand the history of black people, you should already know who I'm talking about. So if I'm saying the ignorant child of the universe is that, with no connotation, with no context, then at some point, people are going to say things in my life that's going to be weird as hell. Also kind of makes sense, but because it's more weird than makes sense, their response is going to be out of context. It's weird how that happens because I've experienced it now. I'm not going to get into that. However, what I'm saying is life is going to reflect back to you the things that you are, the things you're afraid of, and especially the things you want to be. So for instance, who you are is what you're going to be around mostly throughout the day, or when it comes to people, experiences, places, stuff like that. That could be your job, family, friends, brothers, sisters, whatever, right? Actions. The things you are afraid of. Say, for instance, you're doing pretty good in life. Like, things are moving forward. You feel the energy right, your mind's right, your emotions right. Like, you've been on your shit. The universe is going to project things onto you that you're afraid of and that you have a problem with progressing past in your moment of higher frequency, to test how strong that frequency can be when things are happening. Peep how I'm talking about this and the sun just popped up right there. You know what I'm saying? We here to shine light on some things. So when life starts to reflect you, test you, it's going to then lead you based on that test. So you're going to have people that is going to be trying to take what they see you being as, the person you are, and going to judge what you've done, what your personality is displayed into the world, and is going to try to say the effects of what you've done in the past is going to cause things to happen to you again today because you're doing X, Y, and Z that they may not understand or like. Here's the thing, my friend, and I'm going to take a sip of this. Here's the thing. Like the video, by the way. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thank you for spending your time with me. That's not free. However, liking the video is free. Hold up. Excuse me. Watermelon, peanut butter, banana. Ooh. First off, before I continue, if you know anybody that suffers from trying to be perfect all the time, send them this. I'm pretty sure they'll understand. To be perfect is not to have things at 100% completion. It just means to be the person that is affecting their environment in a way that the environment progresses. So utilize who you are, build the personalities that you desire to have, and then when you build who you are, grow the personality traits that you desire to have, use both of those things to create actions that lead to greater effects in your reality. All right, now on to the next. Perfect the way it is. You ever heard of that before? It's just perfect the way it is. Leave it like that. Don't touch it. It's perfect the way it is. You ever notice in movies or like art galleries or things of that nature, some things are perfect the way it is, but it looks fucking weird and retarded. Like a banana being taped to a canvas and it's being cost like $100,000. How does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck? That's perfect? Really? Tape, banana, canvas, that's it? No paint or nothing. Just those three things. Canvas, banana, paint, and not paint. Tape. It's crazy. I bring that up because perfection is all about perception. Perfect just the way it is about how you perceive what perfect is. Perfection connects to your feelings, how you label those feelings, emotions, and the results of those feelings put into place of how the emotion of those feelings are felt and progressed into life, and the result of those three things. So if you are having a little bit of an issue understanding how to use your feelings to help you in life, excuse me, I want you to ask more questions and wait for answers. Practice patience, because the moment you start to overanalyze your emotions, you will never be able to understand the waves that you're going through, and better yet, growing through. Because here's the thing, everything you grow through is all for you. You don't grow through it if you're not accepting the path that you're going through to help you. Every setback is literally built for a major comeback. It's just all about how you perceive it. If I've went through 3 strong resets in my life, financial resets. I'm gonna say that. I went through 3 strong financial resets in my life. And in each one, my mental has gotten stronger after the fact. In each one, my ability to willingly put myself in position to either gain more money, gain more wisdom, or gain more consistent traits to do what I need to do to be happy with being myself has progressed. And also, what else has happened is I stopped giving a fuck. I just simply stop. When you stop honestly giving a fuck about what other people think, even if you come to them to share great news, when you stop giving a fuck to what other people think, that means you are now at the position where you don't let nobody else throw you off your pedestal, your path. Because guess what? How can you let someone who ain't you, they may know you, but they ain't you. They ain't walking in your flesh. They're not living the day-to-day that you're living. Why would you let someone who ain't you tell you about your life when you're already doing pretty good in where you want to go in life? The vision is clearer, you're healthier, you're taking care of your body more. Why let one person, or even a group of people, it doesn't matter how many numbers it is, why let them throw you off your pedestal when you've been doing everything you need to do to go where you want to go? You gotta have this perception of protecting your goals and protecting your peace, because goals is not the pinnacle. This is peace, gang. That sun is peacefully sharing energy with this planet. The goal of that sun is to share that energy. However, what if the sun was mad today? What if the sun was mad as hell today? What if this nigga was like, I'm finna burn you niggas? Like, what if the sun was on that shit? Bro, imagine you have a day in wherever city you are. Imagine you have a day where it's 82 degrees and then the next 2 weeks is 107. That shit will piss me off. And that's because the fucking sun is pissed off. The sun has unconditional love to project light and energy to this planet as best as he can. I'm not going to talk about Charlie Clerk because I don't really know much about it. I will say one thing though. JFK and Charlie Clerk supposedly got shot around the same month and time period. That's crazy. Anywho, just years apart. That's just me. Perfection is not about being 100% ready, right, on point. No. Perfection is about just being who you are. That's perfection. You don't need to reach accolades. You don't need to know certain people. All you have to do is just accept and know you. If you can do that, God damn it, you doing your damn thing. I'm gonna take a drink for your ass. You tough, gang. So now, This is the next part of the conversation. Mastery, failure, opportunity. Your body is Earth simulation. Revelations is a surprising unknown fact. So let's get into it. Mastery, imagine whatever hobby you have, you're so good at it, second nature. Failure, imagine, because there's failure and lessons. A lot of people would put those two in the same bracket. However, they're like, you see that compare and contrast circles from school. Not compare and contrast. Failure and lessons definitely are comparable and they're contrastable. They're like more like this, where you have the two circles and then you got the little middle part. Imagine the circles are closer. Like, they're the same, but they're different. That's why they're different words. Lessons teach you. Failures push you. Does that make sense? Think about this right here. Let's use this example. Let's say we playing basketball. I pass you the ball. I say shoot a 3. You airball a 3. I tell you, I ain't gonna lie, don't shoot that shit again. You know what? Shoot a layup. You have then failed. I pushed you out of the 3-point line and I said, get closer, go for a layup. A lesson with that same example is you shoot, you airball. I tell you, hey, you only missed because you didn't put your elbow in it, jump. That moment is now a lesson. I pass you back the ball, you do exactly what I guided you to do, elbow in, you jump, flicker the wrist, cash money. Failures is when someone tries to push you out of the realm of where you're trying to succeed. And when I say someone, don't think of someone outside. Nigga, it's you. Your ego, your soul, your spirit, your body, all of the above. Because here's the thing, everything you do is downloaded in the universe's realm of consciousness. And guess what a universe is? Y-O-U, you, my nigga. Every person that is walking on this planet is its own universe. Its own universe. Everything outside is within you. So, with mastery comes failure and lessons. When you understand how to master yourself after your failures, after your lessons, you gain opportunities. Opportunities is like, imagine an opportunity is like you walk up to the restaurant and you look at your phone for half a second, check the time. All right, it's 8:30, cool. You look up, someone's opening the door for you. You didn't see him walk up, nothing. You just see them, hey, you come in. I'm like, oh, thanks. An opportunity sometimes, I would say 64, that's a wild number, but 64% of the time, an opportunity is not something you're supposed to always see coming. It's something that is just shocking. Something that's unpredictable. It just happens. And based off how you've grown, how you've evolved from your failures, from your lessons, how those blended together to the mastery of you, depends on how that opportunity will do for you in your life. Now, your body is Earth's simulation. I actually got inspired by this conversation because a woman online was talking about Charlie Clerk. And she gave a wonderful, amazing breakdown of the body's expression as the Earth's simulation and how everything outside of you is also within. It was wonderful. I'm not even going to try to copy what she did or even try. What I can say is this, though. Hold up. Got to fart. Good fart. I'm gonna roll down just a little bit. It kind of, you feel me? Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. When I eat food, I'm not gonna lie. No, not when I eat food. When I burp in the car, I'll open the window a little bit because I'm not gonna keep that evaporated, stomach acid in the car and breathe that back in. You know how mad my stomach will be? That's like, that's like. I'm not even getting into that. I'm not gonna do it. Let me drink some smoothie and get into the next thing. So, your body is Earth's simulation. Your body is simulating what the Earth is experiencing through you. Everyone has their own realm of thoughts, feelings, actions. I believe in this. Your DNA in your body is connected to your family. Your DNA connected to your soul is connected to the universe. Now, your family is not separate from the universe. They all go back to the universe. However, the Earth's DNA, which is connected to the body, is connected more to Earth specifically. Your soul's DNA is universal. So that means your soul's DNA can be connection to Saturn, to another galaxy, to Pluto, to another galaxy, to Uranus or another galaxy. Like, it varies completely. And I'm saying this because your ego is like your family's generational accountant. Your ego is your family's generational accountant, manifesting into your body based on who you were before you came into the body, and also the angels, demons, ancestors, gods, and goddesses that decided to be with you while in this body, and even some after the body. So, knowing that your body has an ego attached to it that is like your ancestors on this planet Earth's accountant based on your actions, that means essentially if you're not accountable for what you say, do, think, or act, well, say, do, or think, then it's a high possibility that the DNA from the universe's realm of life, which Earth is still a part of, the universe's realm of life, then it is not going to be fully accessible to you because you're not taking the accountability of what it means to be alive. Wow. Let me tell y'all what the #1 worker of the Galactic Federation said. Hello, I'm back. And it seems that the god was a bastard and destroyed Universe 185 VU. So I had to neutralize him by using his weakness. The weakness was imperfections. What did you do? Like, what did you do? Like, I'm gonna say it one more time. What did you do? Like, what exactly did you do? Hey, I don't know who the #1 worker of the Galactic Confederation is, but hey, that's all I can do. Just damn, twin, that's crazy. So I hope y'all, it's a secret what I did. I respect that. Not even the universe's universal thread knows. Oh snap! Well, look at you. That boy knows secrets. So now I gave you the accountability aspect of the ego and the two different DNAs, right? How does this connect to the Earth simulation theory that I have written down, and even what the lady on TikTok said, and and kind of just make this all come together? The Earth houses souls across multiverses. this earth that you're living on is not the only earth. There's multiple earths. Think about how the universes of comic books are so motherfucking like on point with locations, areas, people, places, things. You know what I'm saying? They get it down to the nitty gritty. And that's because they understand that a simulation is simply simulating what you think, do, and say. So what that means is everything you do plays a role into your future. Everything you think plays a role into your future. Everything you do or say or hear, all of it plays a role into your future. And the only thing that filters and changes that role is your perception of it. So this is why I wrote down, leading more into this conversation, is revelations. Just like the word perfectionism, people have a fearful tactic compared to that because they don't understand they're just a person trying to affect their reality in ways that helps them. Revelation simply means surprising. It means a surprising unknown fact. If revelation means a surprising unknown fact, why don't we utilize the beauty of that term instead of us only looking at it from a Bible term that represents the end of days? Now, we all know the answer. Well, because we believe in that. I didn't know it was that. What the hell? We need to stop accepting what's given to us. Just because something bad happened to you, that doesn't mean that exact same thing that happened to you is going to happen to somebody else, even if you kind of see it almost playing out the same way. The best thing I feel like anyone can do to help someone else is to ask questions. For instance, if I ask you a question that has to do with a problem that you have going on to help you deeper understand how you already have the answers you need in the challenge you're going through, and when I ask you the question, you like, oh, damn, I feel like I know what I got to do now. That means all you needed was someone to help you return back to you. A lot of people take other people's ideas, experiences, and challenges and make it seem like it's their challenges. Instead, maybe you should take that bulb of information and go back to that person and ask them, hey, I understand you're going through this, but what if you tried this out? Or what if you did this? Or why did you even want to The five things, I don't know, the 5 W's, 4 W's, I don't know. This is one main thing in school that I learned from all of my language arts classes. One main thing. The only one. You got 5 main questions. Who, what, when, where, why. And then the last one, which is number 6, how. If someone trusts you to come to you to talk about great ideas or a new experience or even a challenge, it is your responsibility to be accountable within yourself to feed them something that helps them progress. And here's how you do it. You ask them either who or a what or a how or a why or a how. Did I say how again? Who, what, when, where, why, and then how. So let me say it again, because I know it's going to be like, I'm going to use this as shorts, so I want to make sure I'm like all in one flow, you feel me? So look, if someone trusts you to ask you or tell you something that they got going on in their life, it is your responsibility to bring up the aspect of who, what, when, where, why, and how is this going to work for you. If you can do one of those 6, you are then necessarily being either a narcissist or just being super selfish to the point where you don't see how where they're bringing them to you, they're bringing their problems to you because they trust you. How can someone trust you if all you do and this, I'm not saying this is what y'all do, I'm just bringing it up just naturally. How can someone trust you if hypothetically you come to them telling them what they should do instead of asking them how they can do better with what they already have? That's more important. I ask myself these questions every day, and I always come to conclusion, and that in conclusion that I'm just a weird ass motherfucker, and that's okay, my nigga. You perfect who you are. If you're weird and you accept that, cool. As long as you don't disrespect nobody. It's a lot of weird people in this world, a lot, shit, across the universe. However, as long as that weirdness doesn't cause a sense of motherfucking, if that weirdness doesn't cause death, rather it's a frequency or physically, then you're okay. I say you're okay, in my opinion, because goddamn, if you able to accept why you are who you are, and you're not causing problems to nobody, shit, maybe I'll hang out with your ass, because you know who you are. If you know who you are, it's easy to not get lost in not who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's goddamn easy. It's goddamn easy. So that is the end of this video, and I'm gonna give a little summary just to kind of put it all kind of into one sentence as best as I can, right? This helps me with memory, so that's why I'm going to do this. I know I said a lot already, and a lot of this may be repetitive. Wow, maybe repeated. However, it's all for the continuation of learning how to be a better communicator. All right, so turn it off. Being perfect is simply being a person that can accept how they can affect their reality. Being who you are is simply doing the actions that allows you to be an affectionate person for the right reasons. Perfect the way it is a statement that represents your perception of how you view whatever you're going through or whatever you see. Your feelings are labeled by emotions. The result of those emotions is based on what you perceive to be perfect. Another word for perfect, good. All right, that's decent. It's still a being that is affecting reality. You know what I'm saying? Mastery comes from your failures and your lessons. A failure is when you're being pushed out of the position of where you're trying to succeed. A lesson is when you're being guided to transform how you're utilizing your position in the place of where you're trying to succeed. How you utilize those failures and lessons is a mastery, because you come to a conclusion. That mastery leads to an opportunity, and that opportunity is going to be tested by the universe. Your body is Earth simulation. The simulating life that you are living is based off your past actions, past thoughts, and past actions, past thoughts, and past words. Depending on how you view your past will affect your present, and how you act in the present determines your future. The past is memory. The future is energy. Revelations is not all about a Bible quote. Revelation simply means a surprising unknown fact. So, take this and the things I'm telling you to help you in your life. I'm not here because I think I know everything. I'm here to basically talk about the things I've learned and give it to a platform outside of my physical body. Because guess what? The internet is going to be around for, you know what I'm saying, a lot of time. So if I can project things that represents knowledge, and shoot, even things that people don't want to accept, which can be, like he said, weird, I don't give a fuck. I want to be who the fuck I want to be. And in order to do that, I got to accept being a little bit different. And I got to accept doing things that may be uncomfortable or maybe weird to most people because they don't accept who they are. I'm fine with that. Are perhaps lives every day or just some days so I can come here after dealing with galactic threats? I go live every Tuesday and Thursday. I may go live on Fridays and I may go live on Sundays. However, I will not tell you for sure if I'll be live Friday or Sunday. I'll just go live. However, the goal is 3 days a week. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure. Possibility on Fridays and Sundays. It's a possibility. Like tomorrow, after this class I gotta do, I'm most likely gonna go live. It just depends on how the vibes is. All right. So subscribe, turn the bell on, and you'll be notified. And check out my old lives. I've been going live for like the past 3 weeks. I got about 4 or 5, maybe 6 videos up now. So yeah, thank you for listening. I love you for who you are. And you should love yourself for who you are, because who you are is perfect in its rawest form. So, peace out.